Okay. So XPath formulas we are seeing, right? All the XPath formulas one by one. Let's go and see that. Object identification. This one. So object identification, CSS and XPath theory is over. Now we need to see practicals on XPath, right? So formulas, mainly you need to remember the formulas. So that can be achievable only by practice. If you practice, then you can easily write the any XPath. Let's see this one. So if you take this, this is the formula, right? And I want to show you the same scenario. So if you go to Facebook or anything, you can see this is the group of links or list of links. List, you can say the list. This list of links, if you want to see, and you can just, so if, for example, I want to identify this Facebook Lite. So how can you write XPath for that? See, if you observe this node, okay, HTML tag structure, this is the parent, okay? You see that when you put a cursor on the div, it is highlighting there, okay? It is highlighting there. Then UL, LI, this LI, A. So this is the structure. This structure it is going to update. Okay. This is the structure it is going to check that. And in this structure, so the path you see from here you start and you can navigate till here. This is the path we're going to give it. So this path is going to help you very short distance or not. Instead of writing from HTML, this is the short distance. So you have to write a div UL, but LI 4 A. Why LI 4? See, these are all the same level, but this one is a one level up. Hierarchy, you observe it. Observe the hierarchy. You observe the hierarchy. So then it is easy for us. So if you observe the hierarchy, and you can look at this. Okay, so that's the you start from here with this formula. So double forward slash, your start tag is div. This div. Then any one attribute you take. So any one attribute, not necessarily all. So you write the div start tag here, square bracket, @
attribute name.
So attribute name and value.
ID.
Square bracket close, then forward slash. This and this one's immediately. That's why single slash you have to use. So you separate this one with a forward slash and UL use. So just simply we can write like this. I'm just now writing that. So in the next line, double forward slash, start tag is a div, square bracket, @ ID equal to, so just give ID value. Just give ID value, then forward slash UL forward slash. So UL after next LI. LI of 4 slash A. So that's it. Now you see it will recognize Facebook Lite. What happened? Moved out of that. Okay. See, it is
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's the how to write a relative XPath. So these are all the relative XPaths. So relative XPath. So we're going to see this. So this is one of the example. You can try other examples. Okay, so I will show you different options again. And one more, you take a LinkedIn. Okay. So wherever a group of elements are there, that's easy to simulate, but you can write for this group of elements. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Here, good examples are here. So what are the good examples are here is, basically, it is going to, so it is going to see that. Okay. So here, for example, you want to identify this one, just right click, inspect it. Now see the same structure, right? Whatever we have seen in the Facebook, you always start from here, the target element. This is your target element. This is your target element A of Li is there, but Li above duplicate tag is there. Such cases, you just move one level up, UL. So UL, so the div. So div, right? This UL above div is there. You can start this path. You can start from here. Start from here, and the first this first section, it will be from here to here. So let's see that. Okay, write that. The short distances always try to make it. Now double forward slash div square bracket. So at the rate. So what is there? Class, right?
Class.
So class, give the class. Single quote, the class value.
Class.
So then
Slash UL Li of 3
and slash.
A.
So we are identifying about, right? So it will identify
Yeah, yes, sir.
about link. So that is the how to identify the web elements in XPath. Okay. So any questions here?
No, sir.
Okay, let me show you the second scenario. For example, I want to identify this salary. Okay. So what is the procedure? Can you tell me now what is the procedure?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So
Double
always you have to start with your target element. One level up you go, Li.
list.
And this, if you find a duplicate tags, immediately one more level up. Not one level up means same pattern. Now these two are the same level, right?
Yes.
One level up means you have to, the node will change diagonally. You move diagonally, not the same level. Diagonally move up, that's UL. But this doesn't have any attributes. So take attributes, one level up. So
Up.
let's see whether it is going to work. right? Whether it is going to work or not, you see that. You can start from div to here. So just write that. So div and that one, whether it is working or not, you need to see that. So go to next row.
Double forward slash
Div
div
Square bracket.
square bracket at the rate
class
class equal to
class.
class.
It looks the same, right? Class value.
Yeah.
Yes.
Previous one and this one.
Yeah.
And then ul slash
slash li of
I
3
3 slash
yeah.
but is it going to recognize? So let's clean up this one, okay? You can see the report. So now we want to identify this one and this one, right? This one we identified. Now this one we are looking, but which one it is identifying? See that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we are looking browse LinkedIn, right? But it is identifying general section. Where is the problem?
Same class name.
Yeah. Same
The
class.
same class name.
Same class names.
So the thing is the structure. Whatever the structure they have used for general, everything same. Attributes, so tags, everything here also. But only link name is changing. That's it. What is changing?
Link name.
Link
Only
name.
link name is changing. Other than that, it is not changing anything. Such cases, you have to be very careful on that. Okay. So then what is the solution? So you have to understand the structure, okay? You have to understand the structure. That's a very, very important. If there is a same structure for a two or more sections, you have to look for the total, how many, where it is starting, okay? It is starting. See, when I put a cursor here on this div, it is highlighting. That means it is starting from here. This is the one div. See, when I put a second div, second section. So third div, fourth div. So now which div you want, you have to target it. So now we want this element, right? See that. Now you go, you should not start from here. Because this, I told you, if duplicate tag is there, what you need to do?
Go one level
One
up.
step,
Diagonally
one level up.
Yeah.
Diagonally one level up you have to go. So that means you need to start from here. That's the, how you need to decide. So just write now. So I'm just going to rewrite this. So here, see, but this one is a very, very big one, right? This much big class I cannot use. So what you can do, we have a concept of contains. So contains concept is there. So to dynamically changing elements, you can handle with the xpath function. So those are the contains text function, starts function, and not to, last to, position, so and access xpaths, following, preceding, ancestor, descendant. These are all xpath functions. So you can use contains function. So what this contains function will do is, it is going to give it is going to look for that given partial string. So the given partial string, it will look for that. So it will look for this partial string, whatever you are giving here, ID or whatever the contains of name, that one, or contains of class. Now we are looking for this class, right? That means this class value you can give partial. Now you have, see, very big one. I can give only first ones.
Like-
So like this. I can shortcut others. I don't want to give till end. That's the advantage here with the contains. So what is the contains will do?
We
You
can
can
do
give
partial value.
attribute value
Partial.
partially.
Partial.
So you don't need to give complete. So that how to write that? Contains of @class.
The red class.
So you should not use
Partial
equal to. Equal to if you use, that's the meaning of
Exact
it's
value.
exact.
Value.
So you should not use
Equal.
equal. When you're writing a contains, so starts with, you should not use. Then close the normal bracket. See, this bracket I'm closing. This bracket, inner bracket first you have to close. Then outer square bracket.
Exact.
So then, but this div after, what is the next one? Div. But which div we want? Is how do you recognize? See, this
This is an index
bullet
values.
icon will be downside.
Yeah.
So that you have to take. So that means second div, right? From here, 1, 2. Second div is bullet down. So you take the second div. Div of
Do of
2.
2
2
backward slash UL.
forward slash.
UL. Okay. So then UL after LI.
Three.
Then next it will be same.
Backslash. Yeah.
Slash.
So
Forward slash.
backward, forward slash, not backwards.
Forward slash.
All forward slashes. So forward means front side, it is slanting. Okay. That's a forward slash. What happened? Do contains any spelling?
So
Any
the
type
single
of-
quote after
Okay.
flexible.
Outside it is outside. Okay.
Outside.
So you should end properly. See, even single quotes also matter here. Brackets also matter here. You have to be very careful on that. Why it is jumping? No, we missed it.
Equal.
This one here.
Okay.
No, so it moved up.
Okay.
It's a problem. Yeah, now you can see.
Yeah.
Equally, so it will recognize. So any questions here?
Awesome.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so that's the how to write this one. And you see one more example, let me give you here. Can you see here jobs is there? Here also jobs is there. Right? Or otherwise you can try learning here is there, learning here is there, learning here is there. So now if you want to identify this learning, how you can do? If you want to identify this jobs here also there, here also there. So can you try these examples, okay?
Yes, sir.
So you can try, right? Or any questions there?
We'll try.
Yeah, try it out. So that will help you. Okay, so these are the ones, and also I want to cover next if single attribute is there, okay, single attribute you want to use. For example, this one. If your element is starting with input tag, select tag, button tag, A, and IMG tags, then your start tag will be same tags respectively. Okay. So then double forward slash tag name square bracket at the rate attribute name equal to attribute value. So double forward slash tag name square bracket at the rate attribute name equal to attribute value. So if you want to use more than one, and at the rate attribute to equal to value. So this is the, so how you can use these attributes. Okay. More than one attribute if you want to use this is the approach you can follow. And for example, if you want to, for example, if you want to, when you can use this single attribute concept. So there is a input tag, button tag, or A tag, select tag. So IMG tags, you can use directly with a single attribute. Then when we can use that, so slash, the relative xpath. When a group of elements are there, you can use that. When there are a group of elements, you can use that. So that's how it will help you. So that's the how you can do that. A group of elements. So you can do that. So all these, so a group of elements we can check, and we can write the relative xpath like this. So let me show you some of them here, how you can write. So I can take any one of them here. So even you can write from here, div id h1, you can write like this, simple. See, very simple one you can write here. Double forward slash div tag, even div tag also you can do that. At the rate id equal to content, that is content slash h1. See, it will recognize the first one. So this is the single attribute and then a relative path. You can do that also. So like this, you can keep writing your elements, or you say, for example, you take this. So now this is the input tag, right? You can write here also. Simple. So double forward slash. So input
Square bracket at the rate.
take any. So for example, I want to take name at the rate name equal to. So I can give name value. You can take name or placeholder or ID, whatever attribute you want. So not necessary it should be, you have to use this one only. Okay, see that. So then even drop down is there. So drop downs are going to have what tag? Select tag, right?
Select tag.
So even you can try this one also.
Select square bracket at the rate.
We used ID or name? ID.
Input.
See that. So it will recognize
At the rate name.
this one. Okay. So now so this is how you can try for all the single attributes, even radio button. You can try radio buttons also. See, input tag. You can take any one attribute. This one. Checkbox also same procedure. Right. So you can try all this with these formulas. If you want to use
Okay.
more than one, so let me use more than one for this radio button. So I'll use a name value. So let me both name and value I'll use. So double forward slash. So instead of tag name, you can put a star. If you don't want to write a tag name, you can put a star. So at the rate name equal to name value.
No CO2.
So always try to copy from HTML. Otherwise, you will make a mistakes if you write. Okay, so one more attribute I want to add, and at the rate
At the rate value
equal to 0.
Zero. Yeah, yes.
That's it. Now see this. Exactly that radio button is a recognized.
Recognize.
So that's the how you can write elements of XPaths. Same you can try with contains. So contains formulas. Contains is you can check for the any static text, header text with a contains function and text function, both you can use. If it is a text, if it is a text.
Text.
So if it is a text, you can try that. So if it is not a text, you can, so you should not use text function. This text function when you can use only if that is a text. Say suppose you take this one. So register account you want to identify. This is the text you want to identify. I can simply say, so double forward slash h1 square bracket contains of
Text.
the rate.
At the rate.
Sorry, not at that.
Text.
We are not using attribute. Attribute if you use at that. This is the text.
Text.
I'm using text. So text function comma. So I can take a simply
Register.
maybe if you want to give only partial, you can give partial. See? It is recognizing. Okay.
register.
That's it. So even you can write with a starts with also. Same thing you can write with a starts with also. Instead of contains and starts with, what is the difference? Starts hyphen with. See this also. This is also text. That's why I'm putting a starts with function inside a text function.
Recognize.
That's it. So either starts it because this is the starting text of this h1 tag. Can you use a star here instead of h1? Yes or no?
Yes.
You can use.
It's not recognized.
It's not recognizing. It should recognize. There is no issue in that. Something wrong here. So it should recognize. Somewhere it is recognizing.
Yeah.
Somewhere it is. Okay, so it is recognizing here, this one. First, this one
Okay.
is recognizing. The reason behind that is not that one also. Somewhere it is recognizing.
Top frame only.
Here. Somewhere it is recognizing. Somewhere it is recognizing. You can see element is found in this.
Found
The
in the
element
That's
is
why
found, yeah.
you have to give here a tag name. If you give
Tag
exactly H1 is only one, right? That's why it
Yes.
will recognize exactly that one. Okay.
Mm.
So better tag name
Yes.
if you give.
Mm.
Sometimes you can skip the tag name wherever, so that is unique, you can skip it. But this text is somewhere other places also. That's the reason you are facing the problem. That's a contains and starts with. Can I give only text function? So what will happen if you give only text function? So let me try this. So a tag, right? Only text function will use. What will happen? See that. So double forward slash. You want me to write a tag name or you want me to skip it?
First we'll write the tag.
The
Yeah.
tag.
So starts with, right? Contains. Starts with only text function, right? We decided to use
Text.
function alone.
Yeah.
Login page.
Think
It's
it is
recognizing.
Shall I remove?
It's not recognizing.
So what happened?
Element not found. It's not recognizing.
So it is not recognized. What is the reason?
Because we have given partial text.
So text function looks for the exact value. Contains will take anything.
Mm.
And starts with look for only starting part.
Right.
So that's a difference between contains,
Starts
with.
and just
Text.
Text function look for the text, this text. But this A is
Yes.
having what text? Login page also it is there.
Login.
Only
Exact
not login.
text.
Not only login. It is looking for the login page
Login
also.
page.
So you have to give both. So that's how we can try it out. Okay, so this is the difference between contains and starts with.
if you don't want tag name, we'll give star, right?
Star, you can give star. For example, I can give a star here. It will recognize because it's only one, right?
Hmm.
It will recognize. No issues in that. So that's all about contains. So starts with, but contains with attribute. Let's see contains with attribute. If you take this one, we have seen already, right? Contains with attribute. And if you see here, very big one, right? This one. I want a shortcut. Or this one. I'll take this one, okay? I'll take this one. So very big one. How you can shortcut this? So starts with I'll take, okay? Contains start both. Let me show you both. So already we are written somewhere, right? This one. I'll take this one only. So instead of this, I'll use for this contains, okay?
ID.
So you have to put a comma. See, I'm going to use only page. I'm not giving complete, okay?
We can use any.
That's what the
One of the-
flexibility with contains.
Yes.
Use anyone.
So flexibility with contains is that's the one. Oh, it's going up. So that means there is a one more. So you give footer. What will happen? See. You look for that. Footer.
Page.
I'm not giving complete.
Just
So just middle one I have given. Oh, still going there? I think it is having
maybe
this
same.
is also having same structure. The div or page footer both are.
Page footer mode.
So we'll give different thing, okay? Here.
Children can
Children, we can give children, okay? Let's try children. See, last one we am using. But sometimes you can take a middle one, you can take a last one.
First or middle.
Anywhere. Anywhere you can see now exactly.
It's recognized.
So contains, if you, for example, if I use starts with, see if I use starts with, so the other one I'll use. So I'll use starts with. So ID or ARIA label will use, okay? ARIA label.
Facebook.
Page.
So comma.
Rate level.
Then you have to give all this. Let me remove all these things. Comma. Single quote.
Facebook.
Facebook.
See now.
Mm.
See, starts with the starting part I have given. ARIA label attribute, starting part I am giving. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that's the starts with contains with attributes. Okay. Next, let's move on to the last function and position functions. Last function and position functions. If you take here, even you can use whatever we have written, you can use that. So let's use that also. So suppose you write for first one, okay? You write for first one. So don't give any, okay? Let me copy this. I don't want to disturb that. Paste it. So here what I can do is, instead of li, so now which one it will identify? If you take this, it will recognize the first one, right? See, if you see that, sign up. But I want a last one. So how can you write? So li place, you have to put last function. So instead of square bracket index, you have to use the last function. You can see now. So where something is missing here. Is it recognizing? Which one? Somewhere it is recognizing. Let me use last minus one. Last minus one means the last but one it will identify. So here last element. What is the last element here? Last but one means where it is jumping. Why it is jumping? somewhere here it is recognizing something is there, I think. Yeah. Now see, somewhere here some elements are there.
Now it's recognized.
So that's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's recognized.
So that's the all the. So last -2, even you can use position function. Let's say position also you can use. Simple. Instead of, you can generally position also you can use. Okay. So instead of last, you can write a position. Simply you can say position. Position is basically you're giving index number. That's it. For example, duplicates are there. And you can give the, okay, so this position 1 I want. Instead of that, you can give position 2. So the 2 means this one. That will be the second one. Say this is the position, so you can use it. So in the LI place only you're positioning. That will help you. Okay. So any questions here? So we covered pretty much position, last function. Now I want to cover normalize space. Normalize space is just you give / tag name or star, normalize -space, and give what is the text. So what is the difference between contains text and this one and text function? So whenever you have a spaces, okay. So for example, you see this, you want to identify this element. So this element, welcome to your professional community. See, it has a lot of spaces. Can you observe this?
Yes.
See, from here to here space, here to here space is there. So those spaces, how you can handle them? So you can just write a normalization space and give the text, whatever the text you are looking for. From to here, you just identify this. Just simply say that. So /h1 square bracket normalize -space equal to text. So it will consider the spaces automatically. See that? If you write a spaces, it's not possible. That's the advantage of this normalized space purpose. Next. So we have a access experts. Last one, we have access experts. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I'll be coming and just bring water. Okay, I'm back. So access XPath, this is a very, very important concept. So whenever you have a table data, so you want to identify based on the particular base element, you want to identify other elements. So you want to identify other elements. Then you can use this. So access XPaths. So following, preceding, ancestor, descendant. Mostly we are going to use these two, following, preceding. So following is if you identify any element after the base node, then use following. So // tag name square bracket text function equal to base node text slash following is as target tag name. So you can give target tag name. So target tag name, you can give it. So target tag name, you can use it. So the target tag name before you just write. So 4 dots. That is called is as we call this. That means this is the base element. Based on this element, you are identifying another element. Maybe this element is a dynamic. So you don't need to write the dynamic text or dynamic attributes, anything is there. You don't need to write. Simply write the tag name. So it will recognize. Or duplicate element name is there. So that you can identify with the base or based on some other element. So let me show you such kind of scenarios in the tables. Basically, in the tables, you will get that such kind of elements. And also, this is one of the website. In this website, all the elements in this website, ID name dynamically changes. You should not use ID name here. You should not use ID and name here. So then you can try now. So, okay, let's go and identify. For example, take this. I can cover here both of them. Otherwise, you can see here. You have selected. So there is no text now, right? Based on my selection, this will change. This will change.
Okay.
So based on my selection, that will change. So that text you need to fetch. So how can you fetch this text? So how can you fetch this text?
Access XPath.
So first you have to identify this. This one is coming after this only, right? So that means this is your base element. Base element after anything you want to identify. So then what you need to use? Following.
Following.
So the base element before you want to identify anything, use preceding. That's a simple concept. So here, now you see, I will identify, you have selected. See, this is the span. You should not take ID, you should not take any other attributes. See, this is also dynamic. See, the more spaces are there. So then you can identify with your XPath concept. So any of the XPath you can write. So your own XPath functions, whatever we have written, practice it till now. Otherwise, you can write here also. So so this below part, if you just Control F, you do, see it will open here. Find by string selector or XPath. You can write XPath here also. Instead of a Catalan recorder, you can write here also. So just write /. So that span tag. So contains of text function, comma, single quote, the text. So let's see, now it is recognizing this parent. Then / following is as. So what is this tag name? This tag name, you have to look for this tag name.
Input
Span tag.
span tag.
Span tag. This is the span tag. So this is the span tag. Now it will recognize this one. See, based on, but you are identifying finally this one, not this one. Based on this is the parent and that is the base element for you. Based on this, you can identify any element. That's the one example following. So if you go to radio button, if you see here, this one, this radio button, if you want to identify. So it won't help you. ID, name doesn't help you. And how can you recognize? So type you cannot use radio. So even other attributes also having type radio. Then, so such cases, you can identify with a, so first identify this text before radio button, right? So first identify the text. Text is having label tag. So label with the performance. So double forward slash label square bracket text function equal to single quote text
Performance
and slash preceding
preceding
is as
is
input.
as
So radio button is going to have which tag? Input tag.
input.
That's the, it's identifying performance. So are we good?
Yes.
No. So that is the how we can so make changes and identify the another tables also there. You can see if you go to these websites are important for our practice purpose. You have to make sure all this in your hand. Okay, so sort data tables. See, this is the table. So can you see here same name, but I want only this JSON related edit I want to click. How can you click? Because these are links. But if you write so a text equal to double forward slash text equal to edit, it will identify first one, not this one. But how you can recognize this? Edit or delete. So first identify any base element in this, which is constant is this one. Based on this, you can identify email or due amount or this one. It can be, this record can be anywhere, but that JSON related data will be recognized exactly. Okay. So let's find out that. How can you write? So let me Control F. Sorry, what happened? I did a Control T. Control F. See now my editor is open in the bottom side. So I can write my xpath. Double forward slash td square bracket starts hyphen with the text function comma single quote. So JSON. Right, then forward slash. So you want which one? You want edit, right?
Yes.
So that means this JSON after or before?
After.
After means which concept I told you?
Following.
Following.
Is as
LMS.
yeah.
Following.
See, now this will identify exactly that one. Even you can recognize. You give A of 1 otherwise. So it will recognize that one exactly. Okay. So this one, if you give A of 2, second one, delete it will recognize. Okay. That's the how you can identify this elements in the table also. Even you can identify this also, this also. You want JSON due amount. This is the easiest way, right? Otherwise, how do you know? It's in the tables. It can be anywhere. This row can be anywhere. This name can be anywhere. So that's the main purpose of that. Okay. Any questions?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. So the last pending one. So we'll check.
Answers.
So all the ancestor and the descendant, we don't have any examples. But that one is, you should have a tree structure, then only it will help you. So if you want to identify your, so any element above the base element, then you will use ancestor. So descendant also similar, it will be down. So base element below, you want to identify anything, you will use, but this is not required. Mostly your problem will be solved by following, preceding, or contains, most of the cases.
Okay.
So now, so we have a XPath tools. Till now, I've introduced only formulas, right? Now let me introduce tools. So please install all the tools, okay? So in your Chrome browser. So first one, let me show you. So this one, for example, you want to identify any element in CSS format. So just this will select, right? Now this is highlighted in blue color in the HTML. You can get a, with this XPath and CSS, both you will get. How to get that? Right click, copy selector. See, now this will give you your CSS. So you can write CSS equal to that formula, you copy it. See, it is recognized. I didn't change anything, just a CSS I have written. Even if you don't want, you can just put one more XPath. That also Control F. So you can copy paste that. See that? One of one. Same is going to work. You don't make any changes. So you'll get a XPath directly in the Chrome browser and Edge browser, Firefox browser, they will give automatically. That's a XPath CSS selector, how to get it. If you are struggling on some element identification, you can take help from here. This is the one easiest way. But in the interviews, you should be able to write. They will give complex elements to identify. So without practice, that is not possible. So if you are practicing, you will clear the interview. No, I don't want to practice. I just want to depend on the tools means it doesn't work out. So you cannot clear the interview. So make sure you practice that. And one more plugin, TruePath. So all the formulas we have seen, TruePath for Chrome, you just type it. So all the formulas we have seen till now, XPath formulas, those will be. So those will show there. Okay, those will know all the formulas is going to given. Only this will give you XPath. Okay, this will give you XPath. Add this TruePath to your Chrome browser. Just click on this, add extension. So now see, you will find this symbol on the top or this one. So any element you right click. So this element you right click. Just see, you can see here relative XPath. See, it will give you XPath like this. See, contains ID, input ID. So you can see input contains name, placeholder, this one. Like this, it will give you XPath automatically. You can just choose one of them. Click on this. Like this, it will open a pop-up. In this pop-up, you can just copy paste. So whichever you want. See that. So this is the XPath I have written. That he has given. But our formulas also included contains. Right? Any questions? Okay. Okay, next. So one more tool I want to introduce, that is also very good tool. But some extent they will give you free, but that's a commercial one. You can use the commercial one if you want, but it's okay. So even these are enough, but let me introduce that also. So another one is, so have you all done this installation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now last one is Selectors Hub. Selectors Hub for Chrome. So you can just go and install this also, Chrome, for Chrome. So this will give you XPath, CSS, every locator it will give. This is also very good locator. So you can use this one also. Okay. So add this, and how to use this? You can go to any element. Okay. So right click. So you can see Selectors Hub. Otherwise, you can just see that. So identify, inspect, and you can find here under this styles, Selectors Hub. Here you can find it out. See, even you can write your customized XPath and CSS, and they have just given copy. Just copy whichever you want. So you can copy, and you can check it out. So that's a ready-made how you can get easy ways, right? So that's a very good tool. This one also. And TruePath is another one. Only that TruePath will give only XPath, but this one will give you XPath, CSS, ID, jQuery, whatever you want. Everything they will give. Name. So all the locators it will give. That's a good advantage with this. So even access XPaths also it will generate. Okay. So that's all about object identification. Tomorrow we'll see Selenium. We are going to start.